What's going on, everybody? Supernub796 here, and it is a beautiful Wednesday afternoon here in Tennessee, and it's hot. It's fucking hot. It has been a minute since I picked up the camera and started vlogging. For you guys, it's only been like a few days, but that video was like recorded like a month and a half, 2 months ago, and I just been editing in my spare time on and off, trying to handle it and other projects and just life. And shut the fuck up, Discord. But I decided today to do a short day vlog. Not really a whole day, even just like an afternoon. I got some stuff I gotta take care of. I gotta run by the bank and take care of that. I gotta put some money in my savings account. And then after that, I'm gonna go do something I can do in my free time. Basically, my town has a few small like thrift shops and pawn shops. I like to go there and see if I can't like thrift shop some like older video games that might be worth a little bit, or just stuff I need for my collection. I'm thinking about like flipping them and trying to get stuff I need for my collection. First and foremost, like cases. I got some games that don't have cases, so I think it'd be kind of neat to be like, hey, I'm spending like $2 or $3 here and there to build up enough money to get like this random case. Like for example, right here, I have, usually it's in a little binder thing, I lent it to a friend, he just gave it back to me, a disc copy of Pokemon Coliseum, but I don't have a case for it. I have like one of those like old school like DVD cases that you could get for them, where people who just didn't want to bother holding a giant plastic case, but I want the actual case for it. So what I'm wanting to do is see if I can either A, find a random person in this thrift shop that might randomly have an empty box for this, or B, be able to turn a profit on video games in order to get the cases that I need for these games. So that's some other stuff I got, like Pokemon Diamond I need a case for, Pokemon Conquest I need a case for, and just some random shit here and there. So let's get into the car, let's get rolling. A couple of things you might notice. One, you're at a different angle. I finally got a mount for my car so that I can actually hang my my phone up, so that way there's no more falling over. But the other thing is, you might not be able to hear me much, and that's because it's fucking hot. I don't think it's actually this hot. I just been sitting here, my car says it's 105 degrees outside, which goddamn, I might have this bitch on full blast up until it is, you turn down, up until it's cooled off in here. But the plan of action is, first I gotta go by the bank, and I gotta go by 2 different banks because it's my savings account's in a different account that's more high yielding for your interest rate. So I gotta go there. I gotta go to my actual bank where I got my check deposited, and then I gotta swap money over from it to the bank where my savings account is, because there's no way to swap them over like digitally. So I gotta do that, and then after that, because I'm already that way, I need to get KK some more kitty litter. And I checked online, and it says that at Dollar General there's a coupon that's a specific type, mind you, but I save $2 if I get like a 23-pound box of kitty litter. So what I'm thinking is go to Walmart, see how much it is without coupons, or if the same thing might happen to be on rollback, or something similar to rollback be for the same price. And then just if it's not going to be cheaper, then I'm just going to get it from the Dollar General and see if they got it. And if not, I'll just go swing back by Walmart, because they're like right across the road from each other, and just be like, yeah, this place said they had a coupon, but I need this specific one. They don't have this specific one, so I'm just gonna get that. And then after that, we will finally do the thrift store / pawn shop run. There's a pawn shop I want to swing by. I need to see if they actually are open, because I know this one has like weird hours. They close at like somewhere weird, like 5 p.m. And I'm like, I get it, you're a business, you're allowed to open and close whenever you want. But the expression is 9 to 5. So why would you close when most people are getting off work? I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna get down here, and we're gonna see what we can't fuck up. Okay, 2 things. One, I went the way I normally go for work. So I'm going the scenic route to where I need to be, I guess. Secondly, I need to be home at a certain time. I actually forgot. I was waiting on an AC repair, and I forgot that I have to be home at a certain time for a recording collab today. I just messaged them asking, hey, can we push back an hour? and I'm waiting for them to respond. If not, then we're just gonna do the bank shenanigans and the kitty litter and see what time it is. And if I have time, I'll go. If not, then I'll have to cut it short and head home. I need to start headed home by 6, which gives us under 2 hours to get there, do what we need to do, and get back. But if they say, yeah, we can push back an hour, then I should have time to do everything I need and want to do today. Third thing, I don't know if you guys can hear in the background, but I was looking at Spotify. It's like new releases for you. Since when did 303 post new music? I used to listen to them a lot back in middle and high school. But after I got graduated, I think they had like one song, and then they just kind of dipped off the face of the earth. I'm like, what the fuck happened to them? And now I just see them new releases. Hey, 303, they made a new song. What the fuck? I'm listening to it now, and it's all right. It's not their best shit, but it ain't their worst shit either. I just got whiplash. Like, when the fuck did 303 come out with a new song? I haven't heard shit from these motherfuckers. It's like when Gorillaz, and not as big of a scale, but it's, for me, it's like when the Gorillaz came back with a new song and they just dropped Saturn's bars out of nowhere. And it was like, where have you been? That's where I'm at. I'm like the same spot. I'm just like, where have you people been? Taking a little break in between banks. I just got the money withdrawn, but I wanted to show you guys this place. This bank I'm at is in my old stomping grounds from when I was in high school. This right here is good old historical downtown Dayton. I used to come down here a lot when I was in high school and after high school, especially when Pokemon Go first came out. When Pokemon Go came out, if you lived in like this rural area of Chattanooga, this is the place to play. That was like relatively close driving distance. It was like 20 minutes from everybody, and a lot of people met up down here. And the scene is not nearly as bumping as it was back in the day. You can say that a lot for Pokemon Go, but there are some stories that I could tell about my time down here. I would come down here early morning, mid-afternoon, late at night. I would come down here during the summertime at like, I'd leave the house at like 11 o'clock at night, be down here till like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, because it'd be cooler. But this building behind me right here is the courthouse, and behind that building right there is the sheriff's department. So I'd stay on this block, so if anything happens, I am right next to the sheriff's department and the county jail. So I could just walk over to the police department and be like, hey, this happened to me. So, and then we have a bank, I'm not gonna show you, but I'm sure I passed by it at some point, but we got like a couple banks here. So police is high alert down here. I think one of the banks that's down here been robbed like twice in the past 2 years. So police are on high alert. And I just wanted to take a moment to like stop and like take it in and show you guys just like a little bit of history. I might come down here and do a video walking around here playing Pokemon Go and just like show you guys like some of the stuff. It hasn't changed a lot. There's still some stuff down here. Like here, I'll show you guys this. That right there is the Coca-Cola mural. I believe it was painted back in 1993. There was a local artist back then that actually got commissioned by the Coca-Cola company to paint that mural, and it stood the test of time. I think they touched it up once or twice since then, but I mean, other than that, that mural has been there for decades. But anyway, again, those are stories for another time. I might make a video talking about my time down here, but we gotta get going. We gotta get to the next bank and finish our errands before we gotta get home. Bank shenanigans have been completed, and I checked the balance and I got the receipt back, and so far your boy has got a grand total of $500.03 in the motherfucking bank. I'm afraid though that I'm not gonna be able to keep all of it in there. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take most of it out by September, because I pay my car insurance every 6 months. And we're getting close on that 6-month period. So it's looking like to pay it, I'm gonna have to take this out of it. And this is supposed to be like the, ooh, you guys are tilting on me. It looks like, because this is supposed to be the oh shit fund for emergencies, because I've never had an emergency fund. I really wish I did. I wish younger me was more responsible with their money and was like, hey, at the end of each week, my paycheck, whatever is left over, put it in a savings account. Don't fucking touch it unless it's an emergency. That's your oh shit fund. And I would like to have about like $10K for a no shit fund, and because theoretically that should last you a good while, until you can like get back on your feet, or if like something happens, like you wreck your car, you need to get a loaner car, or you get laid off, lose your job, whatever. You can still make your bills for a while you look for a new job. But the unfortunate reality is I started this too late, I think, and my insurance is going to be due here in a little bit. So I am going to take some, if not all, of what I got right now out of it to pay it, which it is what it is at that point. I'll just have to start over again, and hopefully I'll be able to have more put back by the time my next insurance payout rolls around, or I'll be able to negotiate to have them make it even cheaper. But for right now, what I'm gonna do is continue doing what I'm doing. If I have to take it out, I have to take it out. If I don't, awesome. But we're just gonna go in here and see about some kitty litter for KK. That's the next thing on the agenda. And if it's cheaper here than even with the coupon at Dollar General, I'm just gonna get it here, because why not? Dog, this shit be on rollback for $12. $12. Plus, I got the hookup and get a 10% off on top of that. I might just be getting this. Fuck that. Like, how much is this? This is 8 pounds. For this, for $12, not bad. Kitty litter has been obtained. Now I know I said on the Dollar General coupon, it was like $2 off for a 20-pound box. And this is a 8-pound container. So it's not nearly as much, but what I'd like to point out as a counter argument is one, this one was on rollback for $12. 2, I get an additional 10% off, so they put it below sticker price. 3, it is only for that very specific box of kitty litter. Like, if they don't have it, then it's just, I don't get the coupon. And the next thing is, I was thinking about it, and the more I thought about it, the more I'm just like, KK doesn't go through that much kitty litter. Like, I have to get, like, the size I got now is the size I usually get, and I had to get it like once a month, if that. And you could arguably say, well, you won't have to buy it as often, and that's true. But I do think in the long run, it being on rollback and my discount, I'm still saving money in the long run, even after the $2 difference. So I think it was going to be like 14, almost 15, if not a little bit over $15 after the fact. But I was able to get it for under a sticker price, so like $12.49, something like that. So I'll take that every day of the week. But now it is 4:30. We got an hour and a half before we actually have to get home. I'm going to tighten this down. So we got an hour and a half before we actually have to get home. And I think that gives us enough time to run into these couple of thrift shops and see what bumping. The first one we're gonna go to is a store called We Care. Oh, I'm gonna try to make this light. I gotta make this light. It's yellow. Come on, baby. Yeah. But it's called We Care, and it's like a local place, right? And I love it and I hate it. I love it because they have set prices across the board. They don't really like look at their stuff when it comes to media. It's like 50 cents for CDs, I think $2 for DVDs, and then $3 for video games. Which, again, whenever it's like you find a gem that's like, you know, price of like 10, 15 bucks, you find it for $3, that's a hell of a deal. I'll take that deal. But I don't like it because this has nothing to do with the type of employees they have. A lot of the employees they have are, you know, older women, people who don't know the difference between a DVD and a video game based on the case alone. So they'll put it in the DVD section. And when I bring it up to them, they'll say, no, this is a video game, you have to pay the $3. And keep in mind, this is before I found out that there was even a video game section. It's not big whatsoever. And part of that is because they keep putting the games in the DVD section. So they're just like, no, you have to pay the $3. I'm like, but I found this in the DVD section and it said y'all were $2. So like, it doesn't matter. It's a video game. It's $3. And even then, I would say, well, somebody may have put it over there, but their DVDs are in a case. I have to ask an employee to get to them. So it is what it is. But again, I'll deal with it for $3 a game. I'll deal with it all day, every day. And after that, I think I'm just gonna go into the Goodwill. And after that, we'll probably go and see if we can't find some din din. And then we'll head home.
I mean, it ain't nothing to it. Girl, I got a black card. You can act hard, but you know you wanna ride on the go. That Cadillac car got a back massage. Girl, relax while I put this in your throat. I'm the black god, I'll slack it all. Got the 100 B's on the Gucci coat. So baby, keep your head up and I'ma put both of your legs up. Now here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready or not, here I come. Hop inside. Pull that up, hey, roll that up, hey, let's get high. I can remind you what it feels like with no ceiling. I can try to bring you back to life, girl. Here I come. I ain't slept in days. Here I come. Girl, I'm on.
Now tell me, who remembers these things? The most like down bad exercise machine to ever air on television. I just got out of the thrift store and I figured we'd go home and fill our bellies with diet soda and play Fleshed Away for the PlayStation 2. I found this little neat little find. I knew that Fleshed Away had a game, and I've never been able to find a like decent copy of it, but this one's pretty decent. The outside's a little dirty, which, you know, Goo Gone and some Clorox wipes will take right up. The disc, I didn't look at the disc when I was in there. Ooh, I don't know if the camera can pick that up. That scratched to high hell, but luckily there is a place nearby that does disc repair, so we might go up there while we're up here. I need to see if they're open, because they also have weird hours, and see if they might be able to help me out a little bit here. But the other thing I got, it was in that case. It was hidden, and it's so weird. I've never heard of this, but then I looked at it. This is one of the PlayStation Magazine demo games that you could get back in the day. And this is for issue number 66. I don't know what game is on here, but I'm interested to pop it in and see it. I might pull out the PlayStation back home and see what exactly is in here. But I just looked at the disc. The disc is actually in much better condition than that. I was worried because it didn't have a case, but these things didn't come in a case. It came in like a little paper sleeve. So I'm not too worried about it, but this thing goes for about $6 online. I got it for $3. Flushed Away goes for about $5. I got them both $3 each, $6 and some change afterwards. I'll call that a win. Let's see, we got another hour before we have to start headed home. I also want to get dinner while I'm out. So what I'm thinking right now is, first I'm gonna wipe my hands off, because God knows what type of people go through there. But what I'm thinking is, I was gonna go by that one pawn shop, but the reason I'm thinking against it is because I tried selling games up there before, and they have a policy where they pay $5 for each game no matter what it is. Because I guess like a lot of people bring just like games that don't go for much up there, and they have a hard time selling them. So I'm worried about their pricing up there, but there's a Goodwill nearby, and they don't get games often, but they get them often enough. So I'm debating, do I want to go to that pawn shop, take a quick glance at their video game stuff, and then go to the Goodwill, or do I just want to put all my eggs in the Goodwill basket, which isn't a good one to do, but you do find some valuable shit there sometimes. I literally went in there a few years back. I bought a game. It was Dance Dance Revolution X2 for $6, sold it for $42. So I'm thinking, how about going by the Goodwill, and then after that, getting some din din to take home, and then calling it a day from there. Actually, I need to see if they message me back about our potential collaboration. They're an hour behind, and they said they won't get home until about 5, so it's only 4 for them. So I'm not surprised that they haven't messaged me back yet. But we might, keyword might, still swing by that pawn shop just to get an idea, get a lay of the land, you know what I mean? Because with me getting off days and stuff like that, if I can wind up going up here and being like, hey, I want to get this thing, it's a pawn shop, so they're more likely to wheel and deal than like thrift stores and other used game shops. That might be the way to go. So we're gonna swing in here and see what they got, and might still wind up going to take this flush away game, get the scratches took care of, to see if we can't bring this thing back to life. It may be too far gone, I don't know. I was gonna record some while I was in there, but they had a big sign that said no recording, which I get it, it can be a security issue, but we did pick up a couple of games. The first one we picked up was Thrift Become Human. Also, they said that PS4 games are priced at $8 a piece, but they gave them to me for $15, so big ups to American Pawn up here. But like I said, the first game we got is Thrift Become Human. This has been on my wish list for a while now, so I'm glad to actually finally pick this bad boy up. And the second one is Jump Force. I know a lot of people, and I do mean a lot of people, shit on this game, but I do want to experience it for myself, and it's another one that's been on my wish list for a while, just because I want to experience just how shit it was, and it does like visually look good. It's just a shame that the balancing in this game was just shit, just absolute garbage. So we did manage to scoop up a few games today. Like I said, we got mainly, I say mainly, all PlayStation 2 games. We got Plush Away 2 for the PS2, we got Detroit Become Human and Jump Force for PS4, and a PlayStation Magazine game. So all this, let's see, it was 6 plus 15. That is 4 games for 20 bucks. Not bad. If you got a system that'll play all these, that's not a bad deal whatsoever. But we don't stop there. The next stop is the Goodwill. We still got 45 minutes. We're gonna go into Goodwill. There's literally like 2 places in this Goodwill I'm about to go into where they would keep games, and one of them is the case. Sometimes they got good deals. Like if you go into a Goodwill, pay attention to the sticker out front, because what a Goodwill does a lot is all their stuff is priced, and they all have color-coded stickers. And it's not like, oh, red means clothes, blue means DVDs. No, everything gets a random sticker. And what they'll do is they'll do, like, I think it's once a week, the lady told me, they'll have a sale. And that sale will be everything that has that color sticker on it is X amount off. Like last time I went in, I got a stack of games. They were supposed to be like 20 bucks. The whole stack was half off. So I got like 10 games that nobody was going to buy for like 10 bucks. I got them $1 a piece. I would take that deal every day of the week. Especially if they're like, you know, for systems that you have, they were all Wii games. And I sold them all for like $3 a piece, so I made money. So, pro tip, if you're trying to like flip stuff that you get from Goodwill, pay attention to that sticker percentage off. Because sometimes they're not always going to be 50% off, but you'll get a discount. Just pay attention to that sticker. But we're creeping up here. We're going to pop our heads in and see what we can't find. Excuse the ever-living hell out of me. This is a grilled cheese toaster. Excuse you for $6? If I had my own apartment, I'd be scooping this bad boy up. $2.18 later. I told y'all, do not sleep on Goodwill finds. This isn't exactly the latest and greatest video game, but if you have something that'll run it, like a PS3, which are practically dirt cheap, you can get one for like $100, you have a great game. This is one that's been wanting to scoop up for a while. We've been getting a few games I've been meaning to scoop up, plus a couple of just random finds. So, in summary, let's get all the amount we spent today. We spent $6 for these 2 games. We're at 6, 21, and now 23 bucks for all those games. And it's, again, assuming you got something that'll run all of them, they'll run them all. You get to play these games. Now for the PlayStation 2 games, I think PlayStation 3, the fat ones, the original ones, were backwards compatible. It's the new ones that they came out with before the PS4, they weren't backwards compatible. Now granted, PS4 is not backwards compatible at all, which I still think is horse shit. I think every console that comes out should be backwards compatible with their previous gens. That way people aren't just sitting there with their thumbs up their ass, waiting for a game to come out for their console they spent $400 on. But I digress. The main thing is, if you can get these consoles, you can get these games, or if you're wanting to get the latest and greatest games, if you have 20 bucks and you know what you're doing, you can flip these games. Like Jump Force on eBay, complete in box, goes for 15. That's the whole reason I got it. They're selling it for 8. It goes for 15 on eBay. So I paid for Jump Force and got Detroit Become Human for free, essentially. But we are now about to make our final pit stop to a used game store called Media Vault. This was like the first used game store that wasn't just GameStop that we had down here. They used to be in downtown Chattanooga way back in the day, like when I was still in like early middle school, like 6th, 7th grade. But they moved down here for one reason or another, and they've been here ever since. Business is booming. Their prices are fair. The owner, one of the owners is, I haven't talked to the other owner much, but one of the owners that's always down here, super chill dude. I had a copy of Injustice 2 that I was gonna buy, and he looked at the disc, because they take the discs from games and they put them in a drawer so that way nobody steals them. And he pulled it out and he goes, "Hey man, this disc is kind of messed up. I'm just gonna give this to you, so that way if it winds up not working, you didn't spend anything. And if it does work, you got a free game." I'm just like, bet, brother, bet. I will stand by Media Vault until the day I die. They got a bunch of cool shit. Some of their stuff is a little pricey, I'm not gonna lie to you, but super chill people. They're willing to work with you if you're willing to work with them. But I need to test out that Injustice 2 game. I never got around to doing so. I need to test it out. But I think it's going to be our last stop, and we're probably going to get some food before going home. And it looks like I see a big old gray cloud rolling in. So it's probably going to be the last stop we make and get out of the car until we get home, because I really don't want to get out in the rain. So I will catch you guys when we get into the store.
Just to see you sleeping, baby. You open up your eyes and stare at me. You caught me looking, oh yeah. You said I'm cooking this morning for ya. Can I take your order? Yeah. You give me a look. Gotta get me through my day. Even when I'm in the shower.
They got this whole thing of Sing It for the PS2 in one big bundle. I'm trying to see how much it is.
Baby, I'm saying you're pretty. I know you're beautiful. That's your hair and your nails. You can do what you want. You're pretty. You know you're beautiful. Yeah, don't act like you don't know, girl. Fine, sexy, all of the above.
Couldn't get out all of them, but it got pretty much all of the scratches. Like a few deep ones. I don't know if it pops up on camera, but there's a few deep ones that I couldn't get, but damn near every scratch is gone. So once again, shout out Media Vault. But now it is currently a powerful 5:45. I do need to get home, and the person I'm going to collaborate with did message me back, and they did say like, yeah, we can reschedule. And looks like we're gonna have to do another day, which is fine. So we don't have to be in a super big hurry now, which is a good thing. But the bad thing is no collaboration. But you know what? Everything's good. I got some other video stuff we can work on. I might work on some shorts when I get home. And but for right now, we're gonna find some place to grab some fiddles, and then we'll be headed home. We up here at Zaxby's, and I see the guy lemon pepper chicken tendies. So I might just go ahead and do that, and I would pull up and order, but somebody is just like blocking to where I can't get all the way up here.
Welcome back to Zaxby's. What can I get started with today?
Yes, can I get the 4-finger lemon pepper plate, please?
Gotcha. Do you want ranch for those?
Can I just get 2 things of Zax sauce with that?
Sure.
Package acquired lemon pepper chicken fingers. Dog, these things about to hit something fierce. We're gonna get home. Like I said, no collaboration project tonight, which is fine. And then I think what we're gonna do for the rest of the night is I would say I'm gonna get like these games I was wanting to get from Steam, But I had to order some cards for Pet Deck. I'm working on 2 different decks. The first one was a community ran poll to see which one I would play, and the first one I'm working on is Pyramid of Light. The second one that I'm working on is Gem Knights. So I want to play a Gem Knight, and there's a few cards that I needed that I didn't have. So I ordered those. There's one card that I forgot to order, and it's Nihishiro, I think it's called. Nihishiro Genius. And ooh, I'm so upset because I saw the effect. It's like if it's sent to grave, then it's like, I think it's target a card on the field. Your opponent can activate that card's effects for the rest of the turn. And ooh, man, I wish I had remembered to order that card. That card would be nuts. But it's fine. I might wind up going to the local card shop after work one night and see if they have it. I put a message in the group chat to see if anybody has that card, but nobody does. So, or at least nobody responded. And it is just like a really random, like 2-cent card. And if I had looked to see about ordering it, I could have gotten it in another order with free shipping, but I didn't because I'm stupid. So now I gotta see if I can find it in like a random bulk thing and pray I can find it. So that way I don't have to pay like 2 cents for a card and another like $5 for shipping. But it is what it is. If I wind up having to order it, I'll just order it. But like I said, I would rather not. So I'm hoping later this week when I go to look, I'll find it. But yeah, we're just gonna drive home. We're gonna eat our din din, and then we're gonna get to work on some other stuff. We are home now, and we've been home for a minute. I did eat din din. It was very good. We've also been recording shorts. Here, I'll show you. So far, we got 3 at the ready. We got explaining what special summoning is. Shut up, Discord. We got explaining what special summoning is. We got explaining what spell cards are. And we got explaining what trap cards are. Now, I'm wanting to get a short for every day of the week for the next week. So I'll have a short uploading every day up until next Wednesday. And so I got 3 down, I got 4 to go. I'm trying to think of which others to do because I think that's all the tutorial stuff for like the base rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! That I can do. Because we've done Exes, Synchro, Ritual, Fusion, Link Summoning. We've done normal summoning, we've now explained special summoning. We've explained inherent and non-inherent summoning. We've explained vanilla versus effect monsters. We've explained trap cards, we've explained spell cards. So I think that's all the basics of what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. I'm thinking that the next thing I'm going to do is like, hey, if you're getting new to the game and you don't know what cards to get, here's like the must-have cards for any deck you make. Like, you don't have to put them in every deck, but 9 out of 10 times, these cards are going to be in your deck. And the 9 cards I always tell people to get their hands on is Ash, Imperm, Valor. Those are the 3 I always tell people to nab up. So I might do that and then just be like, nab these 9 cards, odds are you're going to use these in any deck you play. The rest of them kind of vary from card to card. But yeah, I think that's just what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. I'm just going to get those shorts made. I'm going to edit the starting from scratch video that I need to get done. I got recording done yesterday. Normally I like to upload them on Wednesdays, but I didn't get to because I didn't get to do locals on a weekend like I normally do. I had to go to Tuesday locals, and it's just I didn't have time to edit everything. So I'm probably going to edit that together. And then from there, I'm just going to vibe out for the rest of the night. I'm currently watching a live stream. This is a live stream. I think I talked about this in my week in a life vlog called Too High for Stupid. If you like videos about locales, highly recommend these guys. They're great. But anyway, that's going to be the rest of the night, and that's going to be the end of this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget the video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. Touch channel to see us. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.